to be here. Oh, God, I gotta say, it's a little bit stressful doing a show like this as a stand-up comedian, being after all this singing and dancing and everything like that. I don't do that, I just do words. I'm what's known as a single threat. or if you ask Channel 7, the biggest single threat to children. It's okay, they're not here. They're covering sport or something. Apparently there was a final or something. I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird time, isn't it? I do get nervous. During these gigs. And I found something recently to psych myself up when I'm feeling nervous. What I do is I go on social media to look at what all the Christians are saying about trans people. Because you look at all the Christians talking about trans people on social media and they're like, oh, all these trans people, they're going to destroy everything. They're going to destroy the church, the schools, society, sports, trans people, they're going to destroy it all. And you read all that, as a trans person, you're like, yeah, I can do anything. Thank you, Pastor Greg. It is very embarrassing just doing words after all this stuff. I sometimes on a show like this, a variety night, I feel a little bit like they're the sex and I'm the wet spot. That's a joke to find out who's queer. If you didn't laugh, you are having straight sex. Talk to me after the show, I can give you some tips. I don't know, it's a weird time. Everyone's so stressed about trans people. I should also, I just wanted to say something tagging on to what Michelle and Sammy was talking about earlier in their performances. They were talking about how they did their first ever Melbourne Fringes and they were performing to half-full audiences. And just out of solidarity, I want to say that for my first Melbourne Fringe, I sold out every night. I think I won an award that year. I was nominated maybe. It's so hard to keep track these days. This is what happens. People talk to me, they're like, oh, Anna, you transitioned so you could get into women's bathrooms so you could succeed in sports. It's like, no, I did it for the acclaim. It's all for the critical acclaim. I don't know I'm meant to be self-deprecating as a comedian, but Michelle did just mention I have recently made another big transition to becoming a playwright. I'm doing a play, I'm performing in it as an actor for this year's Melbourne Fringe, so that means I don't need to self-deprecate because I am now better than all of you. If you didn't pick up on that already, it's been a very spicy play that we're doing. We're doing a play called An Evening with JK, where I play the world's most famous TERF. Some people have said to you, oh, so you're playing J.K. Rowling. Like, no, I'm playing a completely wholly original character who happens to be legally distinct in all the ways that are relevant under Australian parody law. They're actually getting very angry about it on Twitter today. This happened, this is genuine. This happened today on Twitter. They've all started getting angry. A lot of the famous TERFs. I'm actually feeling quite honoured. I'm like, oh, Graham Linehan, one of the UK's biggest TERFs, is tweeting about my play. What an honour. But it's so funny to me because I tried so hard to be a proper comedian and get cancelled doing stand-up comedy, and now I've become a playwright and it's finally happened. I feel so valid all of a sudden. It's very important to trans people to feel valid. I don't know if you know that about us. And that joke is just to find out where the trans people are. And the three of you, I'm doing a show. Actually, I should know, are there any trans people here in the audience tonight? Give me a cheer. All up the back, that's very good. Near the exits, very safe, very smart. I was hoping for more trans people at a Melbourne Fringe event, but that's fine. Don't worry, we'll get the rest of you by the end of the show. This is officially conversion therapy right now. I'm going to be at the door as you leave, handing out you pronouns. You won't get to pick. See how you like it. Well, I wish I could stay chatting to you all night, but they've only given me 5 minutes and I have ADHD, so that is enough time for me to start 12 stories and finish none of them. I will point out that a lot of people on Twitter have been tagging J.K. Rowling and also trying to tag her lawyers. They're just running at J.K. Rowling's lawyers. That's not how Twitter works. But as with that extra applause option, know that if you spend extra money coming to see An Evening with JK, it is probably going to a legal defence fund, and we really appreciate that. I've been Adam Piper Scott. Thank you very much.